A teenager has been charged with murder in Brisbane after an allegedly random attack left a 43-year-old man dead. The victim was stabbed on a suburban street in Wilston. Officers were unaware of the incident until they say they found a bloodied knife on a 17-year-old boy nearby. As he was being questioned, a passerby found the victim's body. Police believe it was an armed robbery gone wrong and comes after a worrying wave of youth crime in the state. Joining me now is Terry Goldsworthy, a former Detective Inspector for Queensland Police. Terry, thanks so much for joining us. Well, youth crime seems to be escalating in Queensland. Why?
Yeah, look, Matt, we have a youth justice system that's on life support, and what we're seeing is band-aid solutions by the government. I mean, we saw things rolled out like electronic monitoring devices where we said up to 100 would be put on high-risk offenders. We've only seen, there's a report released a couple of weeks ago, said that 3 had been issued at a cost of $11.5 million. In terms of bail for high-risk offenders, etc., we know that youths who are put on bail, the report told us 50% or more breach their bail. We know that the offending they're doing is serious offending, 20% commit serious offending, and even more concerningly, 7% of those people who re-offend on bail commit offences that cause death or serious injury to the public. So we've had a youth justice task force set up. Nowhere in there does the protection of the community feature. It talks about keeping kids out of custody, keeping kids out of court. We've seen a 9% reduction in the number of youth offenders sentenced. So we're sending less kids to court, and the average sentence is 40 days.
Terry, this isn't isolated to Queensland. It happens across Australia. How can it be fixed?
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, if you look at Queensland, compared to comparable states like New South Wales, Victoria, their crime is in decline. Our crime in Queensland has gone up 7% over the last 12-month period. You need to get serious about combating youth crime. I mean, we seem to be taking the softly approach. You know, the breach of bail offence needs to be reintroduced immediately. If you commit an offence on bail, you should not have a show cause option. It should simply be that you don't get out. In terms of the maximum sentences announced by the government, no one ever gets a maximum sentence, so it's irrelevant increasing maximum sentences. You perhaps need to consider putting in place minimum sentences.
I hope we don't have to get you back on to talk about this similar incident that we see in Wilston. Thanks so much for your time this morning.